Hi there, welcome to Mentoring with Mitch. I'm Paul Mitchell, leadership coach, author and founder of the Human Enterprise. And in this series, we answer your questions about leadership in all walks of life, in your work area, your family area and your community. And to kick off with, we have a real doozy of a question from someone in a government agency about different levels and different needs. So, what's that question? Working in a large organisation, there are lots of times where upper management requirements and staff needs conflict. Absolutely. Working in middle management can feel like being the meat in the sandwich. Do you have any advice on how to work best with these conflicting needs? Absolutely. So, a couple of things. First thing is that it's all about energy to start with. There's only a certain amount of energy to go around. As we know, energy is neither created nor destroyed. So where do you put your energy? Here's what I find a lot of people do. They put their energy into what we call the BMW syndrome, bitching, moaning and whinging. That's not going to get you anywhere, nor am I saying you're doing that. So where do you put your energy? Well, we think you've got to be a great detective. You've got to really seek out, where do I put my energy for most impact, for most influence? So a great detective is what we call a CIA agent, and it doesn't stand for Central Intelligence Agency. It stands for what do I control, what do I influence, and what do I just have to accept? Let's have a look at what first of all, we suggest you have to accept. Accept that it's not the person, it is the position or the role that makes people behave the way they do. Tops will always act a little bit differently than middles will act, and middles will act always a little bit differently than people in the front line. So from a middle position, which is where you say that you're in, let's make it relevant. The first thing you have to do is to take a stand. And I know that's tough. You have to take a stand. You have to talk about what's working and what's not working. So put your energy into influencing rather than trying to control, because you'll never control things, and just, I guess, put your energy into the fact that there's certain things you just have to accept. So how do you do that? Well, we suggest you be a top on your own terms. And what's that stand for? One, the T stands for go to your leader or leaders and ask them, what are some things we can take off you? There's lots of complexity and accountability they have to deal with. What can you take off them which will free up their time, and in taking it off them may just reduce some of the conflict? The second thing is, what are the opportunities that you can work with them more to lessen the conflicting needs that you've got between the levels, and to also have communication land much better. Hey, let's talk about that email you're about to send out. Hey, let's talk about that potential restructuring you're about to do. Come in early as a partner with them rather than them feeling late as a judge. Pretty important concept. And the final thing is move towards the tension. Put what we call the bowling balls on the table. What are the problems we currently have? Can we talk through them? So, quick summary. Decide where you're going to put your energy. What do you control or at least influence, and what can you accept? Put your attention into what you can control, which is your top strategy we talked about, and how you can influence, and then have the conversations you need to have. Hope that helps. See you real soon. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope that's helped, or at least given you a couple of first steps. And if you have questions about leadership at home, leadership at work, or leadership in your community, we would love to hear from you. Please visit mentoringwithmitch.com and we'll get through as many questions as we can. And also subscribe so you make sure you get to hear every episode. And importantly, if you've got friends or colleagues or even family that you think would benefit from hearing some of these answers or some Mentoring with Mitch, please make sure you share with them as well. Until next time, find the passion, develop the skills, make the numbers, and make a difference.